Good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome to SunTrust Park for the 2018 home opener of the Atlanta Braves season. They are sitting at the season so far at 4-2 as they take on the 3-3 NL East foe Philadelphia Phillies. A battle of the cellar dwellers of the NL East of the 2017 campaign. Last year, the Braves were the 4th place NL East team, and then the only team below them was the 5th place Philadelphia Phillies. Both teams looking to improve upon their 2017 campaigns heading into 2018. Let's take a look at the Philadelphia Phillies lineup for this ball game. Center field lead things off as Odubel Herrera, second baseman Cesar Hernandez, first baseman Pedro Alvarez, third base is Maikel Franco, right field Michael Saunders, catching is Cameron Rupp, shortstop Freddie Galvis, left field Phillip Ervin, and then rounded out by the pitcher spot. While on the mound for the Braves is the newly acquired Jeremy Hellickson, facing his former team in the Phillies. His first start in the season went well. One start, 1-0 record, 8 innings strong. He went and struck out 5. The former graduate, or the graduate, I should say, of Hoover High School in Des Moines, Iowa, taking on his former team in the Phillies as Odubel Herrera digs into the batter's box. Left-handed side facing the right-handed Hellickson. First pitch is taken on the inside half for ball number 1. Borderline call there, but it is 1-0 count as Hellickson sets and delivers the 1-0. That's going to be grounded into the hole past the glove of Dansby Swanson, just barely past his glove, but Odubel Herrera is on first with a base knock to start this game off. And now here comes Cesar Hernandez as Hellickson bends over at the waist, sets at the chest, and delivers the first pitch in there for strike number 1. Change up, down, and away. There you see Hernandez's numbers so far, a .333 average. 0-1 count on him as Hellickson sets at the neck and delivers. That's going to be popped up into foul territory. Left field side, Garcia's camped under it, and he's there to put it away for out number 1. So Hernandez is retired, and that'll bring up the first baseman correction in Pedro Alvarez, the new slugger for this Phillies team, acquired in the offseason. The 0-1 is going to be grounded out to Albies, throws across his body to second. Swanson goes to first, and there's a 4-6-3 double play, turned beautifully by Ozzie Albies. What a play there, the athleticism of Albies played a part there as they have a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play, still tied at 0. And we're back for the bottom half of the first inning as the Braves lineup for this matchup is center field leading things off, Ender INCIARTE, followed by shortstop Dansby Swanson, first base Freddie Freeman, right field Matt Kemp, left field Danny Valencia, third baseman Adonis Garcia, catching is John Ryan Murphy, Ozzie Albies playing second, and then rounded out by the pitcher spot. While on the mound for the Phillies is Vince Velasquez, the grad of Gary High School in Gary, California, former second-round pick by the Houston Astros. He was acquired by the Phillies in the trade that sent Ken Giles to the Astros, as he'll be facing Ender INCIARTE to start off his game. The first pitch from Velasquez is taken for a strike right down the middle of the plate. So first strike. 0-1 count to INCIARTE, the Braves' leadoff man. Here comes the 0-1. That's going to be pulled right at Hernandez. Had to run into the outfield grass, but he catches it over his shoulder for out number 1. And now that'll bring up the shortstop in Dansby Swanson, the Georgia-born kid, who is playing for the Georgia team, the Atlanta Braves. As here comes the first pitch to him. Swung on and grounded out to second as Hernandez makes another play. Fields tosses over to first, and there is 2 down. 3 pitches in, 2 outs for Velasquez, and now Freddie Freeman, the unanimous MVP of this Braves team, digs into the batter's box. With 2 outs, here comes the pitch. That's taken up in the zone for strike number 1, so the 0-1 count to Freeman. With 2 outs, Velasquez sets, turns, and fires. That's going to be grounded at the second base. Hernandez with 3 plays this inning. Busy man the inning as it's a 1-2-3 inning for Velasquez. And we are still tied at 0 here in Atlanta. Welcome back to the top half of the second inning as Maikel Franco digs into the box, the third baseman for this Phillies ball club. 1-2 count on him. Here comes the pitch from Hellickson. He's not chasing that as that's in the dirt, and it's going to be a 2-2 count now. Hellickson sets at the belt, kicks and delivers. That's going to be blooped down in right field. A nice piece of hitting there from Franco as that's going to take a bounce off of the wall. But Kemp is there to field it, and it's only a single for Franco. That's some professional hitting from a professional hitter in Maikel Franco. He gets on first base with a single. And here comes Michael Saunders, the Canadian outfielder. Hellickson sets at the neck and delivers. That's going to get away from Murphy as Franco takes off. The throw down is not in time. A bit of a lazy throw there and a lazy tag, so they do not get him, and he moves up to second base. And now a 2-1 count to Saunders. And that's going to be pulled, or put opposite way into left field, I should say. Gut throw is into the cutoff man. Franco is heading home, and he is in there, sliding with a run. So that's a 1-0 Phillies lead, thanks to an RBI single from Michael Saunders. And now here comes Cameron Rupp, the catcher, with nobody out, runner on first. Fouls off the first pitch for strike number 1. Count runs 1-1. Hellickson sets and fires. That's going to be grounded at the second base. Albies flips to short, Swanson to first, and there's a 4-6-3 double play of the double play combo you're going to be seeing for many years to come. And Albies at second and Swanson at shortstop. So 2 down now with nobody on base as that brings up Freddie Galvis with the 0-2 count. Hellickson delivers, and that's going to be whiffed through the up and in fastball. Galvis goes down swinging. 1 run does come across, as it is a 1-0 Phillies lead on 3 hits. But Hellickson gets out of the inning nonetheless here halfway through 2. Welcome back to SunTrust Park as John Ryan Murphy, the catcher, digs into the batter's box for this Braves ball club. Leading off this bottom half of the third, first pitch from Velasquez is swung on and ripped into the right center field gap. That'll get up against the wall as Murphy's rounding first and heading into second base. Throw is into the cutoff man, and Murphy has himself a stand-up double to lead off this third inning. He extends his hit streak with that hit, and he gets himself into scoring position as that brings up Ozzie Albies, the second baseman, number 1 prospect in the Braves system. First pitch is a curveball, nicks the bottom half of the strike zone for strike number 1. 0-1 count to Albies as Velasquez looks down the runner. Here comes the pitch. Chopped on the first baseline. Alvarez fields, tries the dive to tag Albies, but he misses, and that's an infield single for the speedy Ozzie Albies. Gets his fleet feet into first base, and Murphy moves up to third, so it's runners on the corners for the pitcher in Jeremy Hellickson. You'd think a bunt is coming here with nobody out. As Velasquez sets, delivers, and there's the bunt down the first base line. Alvarez fields. This time he gets the tag on the runner. Albies moves at the second. Murphy stays put at third base, and it's runners on second and third with 1 out to bring up the center fielder in Ender INCIARTE, who's 0 for 1 so far in the day. He had a line out back in the first inning. First pitch to him is fouled off. Fastball down the left field line. Count runs 1-1. Velasquez sets at the chest. Here comes the pitch. INCIARTE rips this one into center field. Murphy comes in to score. Albies is rounding third. The throw to the plate is not in time as Ozzie Albies makes it a 2-0 lead as he crosses the plate on the Ender INCIARTE 2 RBI single, and it's a 2-1 Braves lead. So INCIARTE now takes off for second base, and it's going to be in the dirt. No throw down. There's a stolen base for INCIARTE, and Dansby Swanson digs in with a 1-0 count. Velasquez looks down the runner and the pitch. That's going to be swung on and popped up into left center field. Herrera runs over, calls off Irwin, and INCIARTE thinks about tagging up, but he is not going to as he heads back to second base. No 2 down with INCIARTE at second, brings up Freddie Freeman, the first baseman with a 2-2 count. Velasquez delivers. And that's going to be cut through the big curveball there by Freeman. Strike number 3. He goes down swinging, but not before the Braves strike for 2 in that inning on INCIARTE's RBI single. It is a 2-1 Braves lead here at the end of 3 innings. It's still a 2-1 lead here for the Braves in the top half of the 6th inning as Cesar Hernandez, the switch-hitting second baseman, digs into the box to face Hellickson. 0-1 count. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be swung on and grounded at the first base. Freeman fields, steps in the bag himself, and Hernandez is retired for out number 1. Hellickson makes quick work of Hernandez, and now that brings up the slugger in Pedro Alvarez. 0 for 2 on the day. 0-1 count to him as here it comes from Hellickson. That's going to be whiffed through the two-seamer, trailing away from him, and Hellickson's got him on the 0-2 count, now runs 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 offering. And that's going to be taken for a ball on the outside half of the plate, and it's going to be a full count now on Alvarez. Hellickson sets, kicks, and delivers. And it's a borderline call there, but that is ball 4, so a full count and walk for Pedro Alvarez. Works his way back in the count and draws a walk. And that brings up Maikel Franco, the cleanup hitter, who is 1 for 2 with a single back in the 2nd inning. So Alvarez on first base, not the fleetest of feet over there on that base. The 0-1 pitch to Franco is fouled off, left side. So the 0-2 count runs 1-2 now. Hellickson sets at the neck, delivers the 1-2, and he tried to go fishing with that one, but nothing's biting as Franco lays off. And the count runs full to Franco. The kick and the pitch. That's going to be a line at Garcia. Fields fires the second. Jump throw from Swanson. And there's a beautiful 5-4-3 double play. Garcia to Swanson to Freeman. And the Braves get out of the inning as it is still a 2-1 lead here halfway through 6. Here we are in the top half of the 9th inning as Nick Vincent comes out of the bullpen and his goatee for the Braves, acquired at the trade deadline last season. He is the Braves closer. He's got 2 saves in 3 games so far this year with a 0.00 ERA, and he'll be starting the top of the 9th against Maikel Franco, the cleanup hitter in the Phillies order. First pitch is going to be grounded at the third baseman Garcia. Tosses across the diamond. The beautiful stretch by Freeman retires Franco for out number 1. And there's going to be some defensive substitutions. Teoscar Hernandez enters in right field, and Zach Granite enters in left for some more speed and fielding over there in the corners as Valencia and Kemp, their ball games are over. Here comes Michael Saunders, as that's going to be swung through for strike number 1. Change up down to the zone. So Vincent sets at the neck, and here's the 0-1 offering. That's going to be fouled back into the netting for strike number 2. And here comes the 0-2. That's taken for strike number 3 on the outside half. Slider got him looking as he goes down with the backwards K. So 2 down here is Cameron Rupp, the catcher. Big beefy catcher steps into the box. And that's going to be fouled off opposite way for strike number 1. Count runs 0-2 on Rupp. Vincent sets and fires. That's going to be popped up into shallow center field. INCIARTE is camped under that one. And the Gold Glover puts it away for out number 3. And the final out of the ball game as the Atlanta Braves come away with the victory here over the Philadelphia Phillies by a score of 2-1 here on their home opener here at SunTrust Park in the 2018 campaign. Jeremy Hellickson pitched a gem on the mound in his second start for the Braves, first here at home against his former team in the Phillies. He went 6 innings strong, gets himself player of the game as well, only gives up 6 hits, 1 earned run, and strikes out 5. Nick Vincent gets his 3rd save of the season. Vincent Velasquez gets the loss in the 2-1 victory for the Braves. And with that being said, that's going to wrap things up here for this edition of Atlanta Braves Baseball. I've been your host, Jersey Born, and I'm saying goodbye.